Hi, unstoppable minds. Hope you all are doing the best you can to uplift yourselves. You could live your best life right now. That's what Marcus Aurelius reminds us. Let that awareness shape what you do, what you say, and what you think. Life is short. Live each moment as if it were your last. Act with urgency, speak with purpose, and think with depth. Marcus Aurelius is one of the most remarkable individuals in history. We often hear that absolute power corrupts absolutely. But Marcus was the exception. He wasn't born into royalty. He was chosen, trained from a young age, much like Nero. But unlike Nero, the first thing Marcus did when he gained power was to share it. He ruled alongside his brother. That humility, that choice to lead with virtue, it defines him. His words has the power to change our lives. They've changed millions of lives over the centuries. I want to share with you some of the most powerful lessons from the philosopher king himself. One of my favorite stories about Marcus takes place during the Antonine Plague, a deadly pandemic that ravaged Rome, killing millions. The economy collapsed. Despair filled the streets. And what did Marcus do? He walked through the imperial palace tagging items for sale. For 2 months, he sold the emperor's own possessions. Jewelry, robes, furniture, not because he had to, but because people were suffering. He was sending a message: I will not live in comfort while my people struggle. It's the kind of leadership we rarely see: selfless, courageous, grounded in service. This is what true greatness looks like. Now, maybe you feel stuck. Maybe something in your life isn't moving. The Stoics would say you're not stuck. Sure, a path may be closed, but others remain. Marcus reminds us, the impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. When you face resistance, you can always practice patience. When blocked, you can still forgive. When hurt, you can still grow. No one can stop you from adapting, from learning, from changing. The obstacle becomes the way forward, not the end of the road. Here's another hard truth. We already know what we need to do. The problem isn't knowledge, it's action. Marcus wrote, "You could be good today, instead you choose tomorrow." We delay, procrastinate, make excuses. We say we'll start the diet, the project, the change tomorrow. But wisdom without action is useless. That's why the Stoics emphasize the discipline of action. It's not what you say or think, it's what you do that counts. What step will you take today? What action will move you closer? Just start. That's the key. One small step is all it takes. No one can stop you from taking that step. During the pandemic, I had a personal revelation. When life slowed down, no travel, no traffic, no stress, I expected my anxiety to disappear, but it didn't. And that's when I realized the anxiety wasn't out there, it was inside me. Marcus wrote something profound. I escaped anxiety. No, I discarded it because it was within me. That moment changed everything. I understood that peace isn't about controlling the external. It's about mastering the internal. Marcus Aurelius also had a better morning routine than most of us. He forced himself to rise early, not because he had to, but because he chose discipline. He asked himself, were you made to stay warm under the covers, or to go and do the work of a human being? He began each day with his journal, meditations, the most personal, powerful writings of the most powerful man in the world, started as private reflections. He wrote not for others, but to strengthen himself. And then he got to work, focused, deliberate, committed. Concentrate like a Roman, he wrote. Do this as if it were the last thing you'll ever do. His routine set the tone for greatness, and so can yours. Finally, understand this. It's called self-discipline for a reason. Marcus said, be tolerant with others, strict with yourself. This journey of growth, of learning, of self-mastery, it's yours, not theirs. Don't use your progress to judge others. Use it to guide yourself. Let people live their lives, make their mistakes, follow their own paths. You focus on yours. Because in the end, the Stoic life is about choice. the choice to lead, to grow, to rise, to do the right thing, no matter what life throws your way. If this message moved you, don't just reflect. Act, like, share, and subscribe. Not just for more videos, but to keep walking the Stoic path together.